Everyone, how you doing? Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you're celebrating during the holidays. Hope you're having a great time. Some of the people that followers on my channel might not be having the greatest time. I just got a phone call from a friend in Northern Virginia, actually, that is kind of stuck right now, and asked me to make a couple phone calls for her, and I will do that as soon as I get home. I'm gonna take my daughter to go have some dinner and go see the Richard Jewell movie, and just try to enjoy some family time. I haven't been on YouTube making any videos for, I don't know, it's been like a week or so, I think. And there's a reason for that. I've been working nonstop, which is not a complaint at all. Hey, Alan Reynolds, how you doing? Merry Christmas to you. And yeah, last month was a really tough month. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it through the month financially, and had some last minute sales in my eBay store. A couple people sent some money to help out, not a ridiculous amount of money, just enough to help get by. And I bought a couple storage units, and the first one was terrible. It was a turd, as we call them in the storage unit buying world. But the second one was really amazing, actually. It was a small storage unit, 5 by 5 feet. Now the photos online, the way you do it here in Arizona, I don't know if it's like this everywhere else, but some of them you can go to the live auction and bid against other bidders, and some you purchase online with the just the photos that the storage facility provides. So the second one that I purchased was 5 feet by 5 feet, and it looked like it was completely full all the way to the top with totes and bins and stuff like that. And I got there and it was less than halfway full. I thought, oh man, this is going to be terrible. But as I was making my way through it, I realized it had belonged to an Olympic athlete, which is why I'm wearing this sweatshirt right now. Actually, this belonged to this athlete, guy named Wayne Davis. That his parents were from Trinidad and Tobago, and he moved here, went to Texas A&M, ran track for Texas A&M. The guy's a world record holder in the 110-meter hurdles, and I believe he has the high school world record, junior Olympics world record. He holds like 3 world records in the hurdles, and ran in the Olympics for Trinidad and Tobago, and he's a known name in track and field. So apparently the guy fell on some hard times. Had to move back to Texas. He was living here in Phoenix, worked at a car dealership here in Phoenix, was going to school, I think, here also. Him and his girlfriend had a baby. There were some court papers in there and stuff. It just looked like he ended up having a rough spot in life and lost his storage unit. So there's tons of track gear in here, all kinds of Nike warm-up suits, track singlets, they call them. It's either like the tank top, track running tank top, or the full body suit. And a lot of that was from Texas A&M, from the Trinidad and Tobago, the Olympic team. And and there was a bunch of tattoo stuff in there too, what they call flash. Flash are like the original drawings or copies of drawings for tattoos that, like say you go into a tattoo shop and there's a book and you flip through the book, or they have the drawings of the tattoos up on the wall. That's the flash, and some of them are original and they're signed, and other tattoo equipment, stuff like that in there. So it was full of stuff that I can sell on eBay, stuff that would be worth selling other places online too. So I've spent almost my entire week. Today was like the first time I even left the house in the last 4 days, just because I've been working nonstop on this stuff, trying to get it all listed, get it all sorted out, research it to know what it's worth, and that should help me keep moving forward. So I'm thankful for that. Thank you, God, for letting that happen. I'm sorry that that guy lost his storage unit, but I'm actually thinking of contacting him and sending him some of the personal stuff, some photos, and things like that. Maybe hopefully make his Christmas a little bit better. And anyway, so I just wanted to check in with everybody. I'm leaving here pretty soon. I know I shouldn't say when I'm leaving my house or where I'm going or, whatever, but shouldn't have to worry about that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I'm going to take my daughter to see the Richard Jewell movie. Richard Jewell was the security guard. If you don't already know this, he was the security guard at the Olympics. Speaking of the Olympics, that I don't want to ruin the movie for you if you don't know the story, but John D'Souza, the 25-year special agent, FBI special agent, retired. When I met John and went through one of John's seminars, he explained who Richard Jewell was and told us that Richard Jewell was the greatest investigator of all time because he used his intuition to figure out what was going on. He saved hundreds of people's lives. And a month or two later, after I hear this from John, I see that Clint Eastwood is making a movie about Richard Jewell. And so that movie's out now. My daughter and I are going to go to dinner, go see the movie, spend some family time together, and enjoy this beautiful day. It's a nice, cool day here in Arizona. People are actually being really friendly. I went out earlier. I had to stop. Let's see. I think I went 1, 2, 3 places to go find these jewels. I think what the deal is, everybody is getting jewels for their stockings for Christmas, and they were all sold out everywhere. So just had to go to a few places to find those. Stocked up on those, and while I was out, I had a couple conversations with some people, real nice people. One lady gave me a hug. I was telling her some things she wouldn't hear on the mainstream news, and maybe red pilling her a little bit. Told her some things that she was like, "Wow, really? 8 people just got indicted for funneling money to who?" So yeah, just recently in the last couple of days, 8 people were indicted, and that's good news for all of us. So yeah, basically the main point of this video is just to check in, let everybody know I'm doing okay. I'm in good spirits. I'm happy, and people are being nice and friendly out and about. Haven't had any issues really with gang stalking today or recently. It's really, really ramped down compared to almost 3 years ago. And I appreciate that, and I hope that that's happening. The same thing is happening for a lot of you out there, and that you're having a good holiday season. Yeah, a lot of good news in social media, in the news, not the Mockingbird news, not the mainstream news, our professional narrative builders. I don't even pay attention to that anymore. I go straight to the source. One person that I connected with on Twitter, actually, that liked and shared some of my tweets, is a guy named J.D. Gordon. And J.D. is a former Navy commander. So a commander in the Navy would be the equivalent to a lieutenant colonel. Army, Air Force, and Marine Corps all have the same ranks. Navy has different ranks, so everybody else would be a lieutenant colonel. That is an 05. So this guy was a commander in the Navy, ended up being a spokesperson for the Pentagon. So he could have possibly gone to the same school that I went to, the Defense Information School at Fort Meade, Maryland, before he got that job with the Pentagon, because that's where they teach everybody public affairs, multimedia, journalism, voice broadcasting, you name it. If you're going to be in the journalist field or spokesperson field, you're going to go to Fort Meade, Maryland, and go through the Defense Information School. So That guy and I probably went to the same school. So after the Pentagon, he became an advisor to Donald Trump. And he just posted something recently saying that the deep state has targeted and gone after political enemies. And he stated that he was one of them, that they had gone after him as well. And that guy's got some credentials that just can't be beat. I mean, spokesperson for the Pentagon, advisor to Trump, uh, commander in the Navy. Same thing was happening to him. So uh, a lot of good things happening. A lot of people. Sorry, I just read one of the comments here. A lot of good people standing up for our freedom and divulging some information that they might not otherwise, if a lot of this stuff wasn't happening, if a lot of this news wasn't coming out. And yeah, good things, good things. So I don't have to ask anybody for any money this month. It's still kind of close, but not to where I'm worried about the rent this month. So thank you to the people that helped me through last month. I really appreciate that. Helped me get through. I've had some really good days. Been here at the house working, singing, having a good time, and I'm gonna go ahead and call it on this video. Just tell everybody, have a Merry Christmas, have a Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you're celebrating. If you don't celebrate anything else at all, just have a good day, have a good week, and I will talk to you all soon. Have a great day.